What is up, lads? How's it going? How are you getting on? And welcome back to the channel. We're just under 40 minutes to go until the deadline, so I'm just going to make sure everything's there alright. And yeah, as you can see there on the screen, we are Haaland is back. Haaland's back into the team. He's back in training during the week, so hopefully he'll be able to get some returns again. But yeah, we've a few straight into the chat. Good stuff, lads. How are you keeping? And we'll try and get through as many as we can before the deadline. So if you're watching, lads, let me know if you can hear me alright. Throw us up a thumbs up. Let me know where you're watching from, and yeah, we'll get through as many questions as we can. Quick little review so of game week 29. So 142 points on the bench boost was an absolutely massive score for the game week. Yeah, I'll as you can see there, 135k I was, and I'm just going to log out there or zoom out there quick, and I'm now at 75k overall. So hopefully now after this game week we'll be back close to the top 50k or whatever. But yeah, hopefully we will. 13 out of 15 lads returning there, so massive score for the game week. Slightly unlucky with Shaw didn't return, so what are we? 12 out of 15 was pretty good anyway. But yeah, Saka was a wee bit disappointing after the deadline. We heard that he wasn't going to be playing. They got the penalty and he wasn't playing, but no harm at all. But yeah, 142 points. We're at 75k overall. Massive game week to come now, so hopefully we'll be touching the 50k after this game week. Right. That done, that out of the way, we'll get straight into the questions because there's a lot coming in. Right, Johnny OL, we're going to start off with you, Johnny. I'm going to move this around a wee bit. Kane, Watkins, Barnes or Trippier for captain. Don't have Haaland and don't fancy Rashford. I'd be telling you to get Haaland, but if you can't get him, fair enough. Suppose you have to go. It's between Watkins and Kane then. I do think there will be goals in the Brighton game, to be fair. I'm only going to say Kane just on the basis Ollie Watkins has been flying, to be fair to him, but you can see there since game week 21 only 2 returns in the one game week. So if you're captain and a player, you kind of want the at least maximum or minimum two returns. That's how I kind of process my captaincy picks. But yeah, just on that basis, I'll probably go Kane because I do think there will be goals in the Brighton game. That being said, easily Watkins can do well, but just between those two, I'd be saying go with Kane. Control Alt Delete, how's it going, man? I don't have enough funds for Tony to Haaland. Should I bring Haaland for Kane instead? I don't think so, man. I do fancy Kane then this week, and he does have, as you can see, he does have Brighton. He does have Bournemouth, sorry, in game week 31. So you will want him for that game, to be fair. If there's any way you can get to Haaland without getting rid of Kane, even for a -4, if you have a wee bit of deadwood in the middle of your midfield or whatever, or even downgrading Shaw if you have to. But I wouldn't be getting rid of Kane, to be honest. Especially with that Bournemouth game, sorry. And I do think he will get something against Brighton. Just even quick look at his last couple of games anyway. 1 blank in his last 2. Yeah, as you can see there, he's constantly returning. So he's ticking along nicely. So I wouldn't be getting rid of him, especially with that home fixture. Must win game for Spurs, never mind a must win game for Brighton as well. So I do think there will be goals, and Kane should be involved. Brian, how's it going, Brian? How are you keeping, man? Fantasy football 1, 2, 3. I have my wildcard and free hit left, and 11 starters for game week 32. Whew. Right, if you have your wildcard left, you're probably going to be bench boosting, or no, you're probably going to wildcard into 34. So wildcard 33, and then have your wildcard played, so you can set yourself up for game week 34. You could either free hit then, and game week 37 there should be another double game week, and then yeah, or then you can just free hit on the last game of the season. Wouldn't be that mad on free hitting the last game of the season, to be fair. But that's what you could do. There's another double yet to be announced in 37, so we'll see who's if you're well set up. Fantasy football 1 to 3, that's what I'd be going for. But yeah, Martinez or Zuma, sorry, who to start? Probably the United man. We're second favourite for a clean sheet. Yeah, unfortunately I was meant to be over at that game this weekend, but unfortunately I couldn't get over, but no harm. hopefully we get the result anyway. But yeah, United are second favourite for a clean sheet. So yeah, I'd put Martinez in there ahead of Zuma. Would you be playing Solanke or March this week? Who do Bournemouth have? Bournemouth have Leicester. Probably, I'm assuming you're going to have Matoma playing anyway. Probably would play Solanke, so he's on penalties as well. Leicester will surely concede one. Really hoping this man here, Maddison, can get something before I get rid of him. Only wanted him for a 2-week punt. Didn't pay off last week at all now, so hopefully he can get something against Bournemouth this weekend before I get rid of before the City game. But really hoping he does get something, because it was a punt. I was hoping he'd get something over the double. He probably should have got an assist midweek. Their Leicester centre back should have scored from a corner, but yeah, hopefully he'll get something today. I could do Tony to Haaland. Josh, how's it going, Josh? Is Haaland definitely going to play? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's back in training. I'm pretty confident of a start to him. He needs his minutes before the Bayern Munich game, and yeah, Pep said he's looking very well. Yeah, worst team in the league. Yeah, I think City get a few there this evening. That being said, I know they do have a not a great record against Southampton, but I do think Haaland is going to do well tonight. Dawn, how's it going, Dawn? 1 free transfer and 2.6 million. Doing Haaland to Tony, but to afford that I need 1.8 million. I've Ray, Kepa, Trippier, Shaw, Chilwell, Botman, Matoma, Watkins. Yeah, that's a lot. I spoke a lot last week about making sure you had money left over, because you could kind of guess Haaland was going to be back. Fair enough, there was always a chance he was going to be out for a couple of weeks, Dawn, but 2.6 million. If you want to tweet us, Dawn, if you with your team, just because it's hard enough to read it off the stream there. If you just tweet us there, and I'll get back to you. I can put the team up on the screen, and we can chat through it then, if that's all right, Don. Watching from Melbourne, Darren. Fair play to you. Hope is it early in the morning or late at night? I think it's nearly it's early morning, I think, anyway. Is it 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, Darren? So fair play to you if you're tuning in at that time. Vam CK, how's it going, man? I'm keeping well. Yeah, keeping well, man. Hopefully another green arrow this week, and yeah, strong finish to the season is what we need. Jared, can't do Tony to Haaland without a -4. Similar team to you, except Fernandes over Saka. Would you do Fernandes, Maddison to Grealish, and then get Haaland? It all depends who you're going to captain instead, Jared. If you're captain on a Rashford, it might be worth a risk getting rid if you're not that confident of a Haaland start. I do think he does start, to be honest. So that's why I brought him back, and I did have the money spare for him. It didn't sound too promising with Bruno, to be honest, but Ten Hag said he demanded a match performance against Brentford midweek, but he was sitting very, very defensively, very deep as well. That being said, he could get a penalty this morning, so I'd be inclined to get rid of, if you're getting rid of Maddison next week. Yeah, that's a tough one, because you kind of want Maddison for the Bournemouth game, and you want Bruno for game week 34. Up to you, Jared. All I can say is I'd be tempted to get Haaland back, especially if you're thinking about captaining him. Bruno would probably be the one I'd probably lean towards to get rid of, or maybe Maddison if you want, because you'll want Bruno in the later game weeks for 34 anyway. Toss of a coin there, Jared, to be honest. But yeah, no, I'd probably lean towards Bruno for now, just for on short term. Long term, you want Bruno, so I'll leave that with you, Jared. How are you, kid? How's it going? Start Matoma or March? Interesting to see Scout have March in their Scout picks this week. I think Matoma, just from even off the eye test, fair enough. The stats test is all pointing towards March, but Matoma, it's all gone down that left side for Brighton, and I do think whoever's right back for Spurs, Pedro Porro, is going to have his work cut out from today against Matoma and Estepinian down that side. So I'm leaving it on Matoma over March. You can see there I've March on the bench, Estepinian on the bench as well. A few questions actually, who they're playing goals. Kepa definitely over Ray this week. Newcastle might get something, and it needs to be noted that Lampard does prefer Edward Mendy. So if Mendy's close to being fit again, Don't be surprised to see Mendy back in goals for Chelsea. That being said, hopefully Kepa gets his start today, and he gets his clean sheet, and that might lead to a few weeks of him playing in goals at least. But we'll see. March over Saka. What do you think? No, definitely not. Definitely play Saka. I know it's in Anfield, but I can see Arsenal getting at least one, if not two goals. So, and with Saka on penalties, he had his so-called rest last week with taking ill in the morning. But Saka. I think Saka is going to be a wee bit of a differential for me this week, because a lot of people got rid of him for Bruno last week. So really hoping Saka does well. But yeah. What are we, lads? 29 minutes to go to the deadline. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. We're on 9 likes now. We've 30 watching. If we can get up to 15 likes, that'd be very much appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. We're close to 3100 subs, so yeah, that'd be great to hit that before the deadline. I think we're about 10 off or 11 off or whatever. So if you are watching, please do subscribe. What are we next now? Haaland, Keane, Rashford or Watkins for captain Darren. I think it has to be Haaland. Yeah, he's been looking well in the training videos. Southampton away, worst team in the league, bottom of the table. Yeah, even if he might only play 60 or 70 minutes, I do think he can get the damage done. But yeah, we'll see. Luke, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. I'm keeping well, Luke. Hope you are as well. Cheers for tuning in. Should I start Isaac or Tony, or take a -4 for Haaland? All depends if you're going to captain Haaland. If you're confident, if you're comfortable with Rashford, don't take the -4. But I think you kind of have to go for it. I think, especially if Tony gets his yellow today, he's gone for two game weeks, and especially if Haaland gets one or two returns tonight, you'll be kind of kicking yourself. Yeah, might be a wee bit biased there as well. You can see I've got Botman and Trippier, so I am hoping for that Newcastle clean sheet. So we'll be hoping Tony stays quiet. But yeah, hopefully I do get that clean sheet, because that'll be massive. Even Wolves as well. Wolves away. If I get that Chelsea clean sheet, it'll be a lovely start to the game. Because that tomorrow, or is it the next day? It's today at 3 o'clock. Yeah, so very much all my team playing today, apart from Saka tomorrow. So it's hopefully we'll be seeing a green arrow by the end of tonight anyway, and Saka can better it even more tomorrow. You reckon I start White or Botman? I know it might sound obvious. If I go Botman, I might start from two teams, and White's been doing well. Depends. Are Liverpool going to turn up? I do think Arsenal win it if it's either a 2-1 or a 3-1. I think Newcastle are 4th favourite for a clean sheet. I could be wrong in saying that. I had on my video there during the week. I'm going to have a quick look while we're on this, just for the clean sheet odds. So 2 seconds. I'll just get it up. Should have had it on screen beside me, but no harm. Yeah, I know our United and City and Villa are first and second. No, Newcastle are about 7th. Newcastle have a 35%, Arsenal have a 25% chance of a clean sheet. There, Will. So from that, I'd probably say start Botman just off that. So 35% chance for Newcastle, 25% chance for Arsenal. Does White probably favours it for an attack and return, but yeah, just on the clean sheet odds alone, I'd go Botman just on that basis, and yeah, hopefully Newcastle do get it. I know it's in Brentford as well, so Brentford aren't bad, to be fair, at home, but yeah, hopefully Newcastle can get that clean sheet. Connor Whelan, who to bench out of Rashford, Matoma, March, Odegaard or Saka? Would probably bench March there. Yeah, Connor, I'd bench March. Yeah, Matoma anyway. Odegaard on set pieces as well, Saka on penalties as well. So yeah, that's what I'd be going for there. I've Ricardo Pereira. What to do with him? Probably move him on, to be honest. Against Bournemouth, would you risk it? Maybe. Bournemouth aren't bad though, to be fair. Leicester can't defend at all. Probably move him on even for a Villa player. Maybe Mings. Yeah, only if you can afford to, not for a -4 anyway. Yeah, that's what I'd be saying there. Soshu 2, much love from Kenya. Unreal. Thanks a million for tuning in from Kenya. Lovely stuff. Hope you're keeping well, man. DJ Myron sent my team under the tweet. Can't afford Haaland, mate. Right. Let's have a look. So on Twitter. What have we got? Myron or Miron. Here we go. Right, you've got one free transfer on the screen there. Yeah, you need. It's either Kane gone, but I wouldn't be mad on getting rid of Kane, to be honest. If you can do, no, you need about 5, 6 million there. It's going to be very hard to get rid of or get in Haaland without getting rid of Maddison. If you get rid of Maddison, downgrade, and then Tony for -4, that's the only way you're going to get Haaland there. Myron. If you want to take a risk not going Haaland, it wouldn't be mad on it, to be honest. But Maddison or Saka will have to go, but I wouldn't be mad on that, to be honest. Yeah, it's going to be -4 minimum anyway. If you do Tony and Maddison to Haaland, and whatever money you've left there, but not mad on that, Myron, to be honest. But yeah, that's the only way you can get Haaland in there. So let me know what you do, but that's going to be a tough decision for you. Did we have another one there? No, that's all right. Yeah, right, back to the question. So Josh, I'm doing good man. My defenders are Tarkowski, Trippier, Henry, Estepin and Shaw. Is it worth -4 to get Shaw because my defenders don't have great fixtures? Josh, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth a hit, because that means if you're getting rid of a defender for -4, the person you get in has to get a clean sheet. Who does Tarkowski has United. Trippier, fair enough. Trippier, Estepinian might get an attack and return or something, and then Henry against Newcastle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, up to you, Josh. I'd probably stay away from it, to be honest. There's no point taking a hit to bring a defender back into the team. That's just because, as I said there, if they don't get a clean sheet, you're down already. So probably just leave it who you have in the team, and just hope Estepinian gets something. Henry might get 1 or 2 points, whatever, but it's better than bringing in a player for -4. And if he doesn't get his clean sheet, you're already down. So that's what I'll be saying on that. That's what my thought process or decision making when I'm bringing in the defender. Will they keep a clean sheet? Yes. Will they get more than the player on my bench? Yes or no, and then go from there. Right, Matoma or McAllister, who to play? Adichie, that's a tough one. I've big love for Matoma, as you can see there. Wee bit biased because I don't have McAllister. McAllister is on penalties though. I just think that left side for Brighton is going to cause damage against Spurs. Pedro Porro is always up and down the pitch. Probably would say Matoma. McAllister did have that little bit of a knee injury during the week, so he has been past fit to play, which is fair enough. But yeah, I do think Matoma is going to cause havoc today. Hopefully he does. I can see that being 2-2 or even 3-2, high scoring game anyway. But yeah, hopefully Matoma and Kane are amongst the returns anyway. Michael O'Connor, is it worth a free transfer Watkins to Haaland? I wouldn't get rid of Watkins, especially in his form. Any other way you can get Haaland in, Michael, go for it. Watkins has been ticking along nicely. Just get that up for him here now. Just that history there, was it 10 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 games, 9 games with a return. So he's a new man under Emery for sure. And I was lucky enough. I took out Haaland 2-3 weeks ago, brought in Watkins, and Watkins has been taking along nicely since. So wouldn't get rid of him for sure. He is a differential captain pick definitely this week, Watkins, but not for me. Definitely not for me. But Haaland is my man this week. Who else can you get in? Started Iheanacho over March. Already have Maddison. Michael, I'd probably get rid of Iheanacho, to be honest, for Haaland. Just that lesser strike, that lesser forwards. I know they needed a goal. Daka came on. Was Iheanacho injured during the week? I'm not sure, but Verdi was starting, and then Daka came on. So I don't know what's going on with Iheanacho, to be fair. I probably would have lost patience with him by now if I had him in the team, Michael. So get in Haaland, keep Watkins for sure, and hopefully you can afford it. Omkar Rashu for Bruno. Yeah, if you don't have Rashford, get him into the team. I know you have Bruno there, but if you don't have Rashford, get him in. He's going to be playing up front again. Yeah, definitely get him in. Michael O'Connor, no Haaland. Who's the best captain out of Watkins, Rashford, Kane? Probably go for Rashford, Michael. If as I was saying there, if you can get Iheanacho to Haaland, go for that, and then captain Haaland. But you might not be able to. Right, best defenders for the next 3 game weeks. Next 3 game weeks, I suppose you just look at game week 32. Fulham aren't bad, Villa aren't bad. Villa have Newcastle next week. Fulham have Everton anyway. West Ham, Everton and Leeds for Fulham, so I'd probably go towards a Fulham one if you only want a short punt. Maybe you could be wildcarding Grand Fire ahead of 33. Fulham aren't bad, Villa are decent as well, and you might want Liverpool lads for 32 as well. The Liverpool have Leeds then as well. Yeah, Leeds, Liverpool. Yeah, so Villa, Fulham and Leeds, and Liverpool. Sorry, Villa, Fulham and Liverpool. Wouldn't be mad on any of them really, but if just because it's short term, that's what I'd be saying. Yeah, that's what I go for. Michael, start 4 out of Rashford, McAllister, Fernandes, Maddison, March. Could be tempted to bench Bruno there, Michael. Rashford definitely starts. Maddison definitely starts just because of the fixture. So that's 2. McAllister because he's on penalties, and then it's a toss up then between Bruno and March. Maybe you just play Bruno because he's on penalties. Wouldn't be surprised if March gets something. I know he's on my bench here. But yeah, toss up between those 2, Bruno and March. But Bruno has been playing ridiculously deep, and as I was saying there, Ten Hag said he liked what he saw against Brentford during the week. So yeah, I'll leave that to you. But a toss up between those 2, Michael, and then yeah, hopefully you do pick the right one. Ian, how are you, Ian? How's it going? Pick 2 of Botman, Trippier, Pinnock and Henry. I think you just go for it with Newcastle, to be honest. Newcastle 35%, Brentford 25% for a clean sheet. So I do favour a Newcastle goal compared to a Brentford goal, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a wee bit biased, you might say, with the 2 Newcastle lads in there, but yeah, that's what I'd be saying. And then Kepa or De Gea. United are better off for a clean sheet as well. United have a 47% chance. Chelsea have a 42% chance. Do I fancy Everton to get one? They might do, you know. I know United are at home. Wolves, I can't see Wolves getting something. I'd nearly say play Kepa, to be honest, Ian. Hopefully, I could be biased again there with Chilwell and Kepa, but Kepa has definitely more chance of a double digit haul, compared to De Gea, and Everton might sneak one from a corner. But yeah, I don't really fancy United really at the moment. Even Brentford could have got one there during the week, and we saw how bad we were against Newcastle. But we will win if you get a clean sheet. I'm not sure, so I'd probably go for Kepa. And yeah, best City midfielder for a punt. I was going to speak about this, so good man, thank you for asking. This fella, he's been ticking along nicely over the last few weeks. Jack Grealish, 6.9 million, lovely differential. Well, actually, that being said, sorry, it's on the Liverpool game, but yeah, 4.7%. You got a goal and assist last week, fair enough. 3 blanks there, but before that, he got 3 returns in his last 3 then as well. Yeah, he looks to be very much favoured under Pep. You can see there, since game week 20, he started every game. So I know Foden, he getting his appendix out or something. But Madison to Grealish is what I could be doing next week. So yeah, we'll see for that Leicester game. Yeah, so I think I'll be taking a punt on a City midfielder next week, for 31, and then can free hit 32. So yeah, that Leicester game is something I'm definitely going to be attacking. Whether it's going to be Mahrez, whether it's going to be Grealish, I'm going to see how the line up during the week. But I think it's going to be a City midfielder coming in. I'm just going to see how much Mahrez is there. Where is he there? He's 7.3. Yeah, so definitely have enough from Mahrez. Is going to play in the Champions League for sure. But let's just see how the line up against Bayern Munich on Tuesday evening, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I think that's definitely where the punt for the Leicester game at the weekend, next weekend though. Who's up next there? Can't afford Haaland. Is it worth a -8? Change Maddison to Barnes and Saka to Martinelli. No, it's not worth a -8. You're gonna have to take a risk and not go Haaland. I wouldn't be that confident, but it's definitely not worth a -8. So hopefully, I'm saying opposite. I want Haaland to go mad, but I just don't think it's worth a -8. Especially Saka can do well, Madison can do well as well. But yeah, Robert, how are you keeping, Robert? Long time, man. How's it going? Cheers for tuning in, man. Morning, Niall. Punt on a Shaw replacement playing Estepinian, Trippier, Chilwell currently. If it's for a -4, Robert, don't bother. Estepinian could easily get something. Yeah, leave Shaw on the bench. Hopefully he might be back for the Forest game next week. Maybe not with a hamstring injury. They're normally 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how bad it is. But I think leave it the way you are. There's no point taking a -4, as I was saying earlier, because you just have to make sure they get a clean sheet then just to break even. So wouldn't be going for that. And yeah, leave it the way you are, Robert. Good man. And yeah, hopefully. Well, I've him on the bench, but Estepinian could easily get a return down that wing with Pedro Porro up and down the pitch. So yeah, we'll see what kind of way Spurs line up. But yeah, I'd leave it for now. Yeah, what are we? 14 minutes to go, lads. If you are enjoying the stream, please do give it a like. We're on 25 likes. If we can get up to 30 before the deadline, that'd be lovely. And if you are new, if you are enjoying the stream, if it's your first time watching me, please do hit that subscribe button. Every little helps. We're very close to 3,100 subs. So yeah, hopefully we can get close to that before the deadline. Me or Estepinian, Barry? Probably go for Estepinian just on the attacking threat. Although me isn't bad from corners either. West Ham did get one during the week, but yeah, I'd probably play Estepinian. Can see Newcastle and Spurs both scoring, but yeah, that's what I'd go for him. Haaland and Grealish for Saka and Tony. Own. If you can keep Saka, I would. I just do fancy him, and he's going to be in. Well, for the I know he's 41% owned there, but a lot of people got rid of Saka last week to get Bruno. So I'd keep Saka if you can. If you can get Haaland in any other way on, let us know. But yeah, try and keep Saka just because he's going to be a nice shout this weekend. He's very much well high owned as well. But just a lot of teams on Twitter I've seen that got rid of him for Bruno last week with the bench and rumours. But thankfully Bruno didn't return. So yeah, hopefully Saka does something this weekend now. Oh, how's it going, man? I've Trippier, Chilwell, Estepinian, Zuma, Pereira. Who should I get for -4? Note that I don't have a free hit. Sound. Well, you sent the team under the tweet. Let's have a quick look. M O'Connor, is it? No, there's no Pereira there. No, it's not that team. You send it in again. Oh, I don't think it's there, but I'll try and answer your question there. Now, I don't think it's worth any -4 for Pereira. If that's what you're asking. You can easily play Trippier, Chilwell. Who do West Ham play? They play Fulham. I just play Chilwell, Trippier, and probably Estepinian. It's not worth a -4. I'll stress that again. It's not worth a -4 to get rid of a defender. That's what I'd be saying. So don't do that. Michael, you can't afford Iheanacho to Haaland. So I'm going to scroll back up there. What were you saying? March already have Madison. Yeah, you might have to go without Haaland, but if you can even take a -4 Iheanacho to someone, and whoever you can downgrade. If you can downgrade a defender, if you have Shaw, if you have to get rid of Shaw, go for that. But yeah, I just think Haaland is going to do well tonight. Even 60-70 minutes, two returns, I think he's going to get. And if you don't have Haaland, he's going to absolutely plummet your rank. What is he? 70-80%? Yeah, 75% owned. So that'll kill you if Haaland goes off tonight. Who to bench between Estepinian and me? I've Trippier. Yeah, Yusuf, I'd go. Oh, you've Burn as well. Probably who to bench between Estepinian, Burn, and me. I'd play Burn if you have to play one, play Burn. If to play two, play Burn, and then play me. The box and beats Haaland in for -4. Yeah, definitely. Go for it. Alex Moreno, a good Shaw replacement. I probably would go Mings. We'll have a quick look at Villa lads. As I was saying there, they're probably decent over the next 2 or 3 anyway for clean sheets. So who have we? Mings, the last few games he's got a couple of bonuses. He's got an attack and return. Mings is kind of cleaning up on the bonus whenever whenever Villa get one. But let's see, Moreno. Would probably pay the extra for Mings, to be honest. No, they're the same. Yeah, go for Mings. Yeah, they're both the same price. Go for Mings if you have to get one. Same price, and Mings, if they get a clean sheet, Mings seems to always attract the bonus. Who to bench out of Matoma, Madison, and Martinelli? Billy. Play them all, Billy. Let me know who else you can bench. Matoma, Madison, and Martinelli. I'll be playing them all. Surely you can bench someone else. Let us know who else you have, Billy. Definitely play Matoma, Madison, Martinelli. Yeah, surely you can bench someone else. Michael, no bother, man. Thanks for tuning in. Start Bruno or Tony. Both on penalties. You can see there I've got double Newcastle, so I'll be hoping Brentford stay quiet. But that being said, I would start Tony, to be honest. Bruno was playing very, very deep. Wouldn't be surprised if United get a penalty. Last time we played them in the cup, we did get one. Would probably say Tony, to be honest, but that's honestly a toss up. What else are we there now? Who to bench? Yeah, we did that. Madison or Watkins, captain Michael. Not mad on either, Michael. If you're Rashford, go Rashford. Not mad on either, to be honest. If you had to pick one, maybe Watkins, because he's ticking along nicely under Emery. He's on penalties as well. But Madison, I'm really hoping Madison does get something today now. Let's see. Kim Ram, you think it's safe rolling and going without Haaland, or should I do Martinelli to March to get the funds for? All depends who you're captain and Kim Ram. If you're captain and Rashford, fair enough, it might be worth the risk. Is that worth a -4? Maybe not getting rid of Martinelli. If you can get rid of somebody else for Haaland, Tony to Haaland, fair enough. If you can get rid of someone else that isn't Martinelli, I think Arsenal get 2 against Liverpool. Jeff, how's it going, Jeff? Havertz or Tony to Haaland? That's one I haven't seen as well. Yeah, so Tony is one yellow off a 2-game suspension. Havertz does play Wolves. All depends if you're a free hit. Because Brentford do play 32. If you think Tony can get to 32 without a yellow, I don't think he does. Probably would get rid of Havertz, to be honest, and hope Tony doesn't get it. But that's you're taking a chance there, to be honest. But just Havertz would be very, very frustrating Tone, I'd say. So I'd probably try and get rid. Any news on Senesi? I don't know what that means. See on, but Jared, when Tony and Fernandes to Grealish and Haaland, never back the early kickoff, sold it to me. Yeah, that's fair enough. Tony, yeah. I'm assuming Bruno's going to be playing very deep again, as I was saying earlier. So yeah, hopefully that does work out for you. Haaland captain anyway, so yeah, we're all right. What are we? 7 minutes to go. I'm just going to double check that I'm all locked in and everything. Yeah, Haaland. There's my bench there if anyone wants to bench. To Raya, March, Estepinian and Shaw. So that's how we're looking at the moment. Alright, 6 minutes to go. Let's get through these then. No bother on, good man. Start Martinelli or March. Probably Martinelli, to be honest. If you've Matoma starting or McAllister, you're good to go. That's what I'd say. Martinelli could easily get something against Liverpool. Good man, Ryan. Fair play to you for tuning in. Hope you're keeping well, man. Good stuff. Hope you're locked in as well. I'm gonna think you're going Haaland as well. Good man. Josh, really struggled on who the captain. Watkins, Haaland, Kane, Rashford. Got a feeling about it, Watkins, Josh. I'd leave it on Haaland, to be honest. If you've got a feeling, go for it. But no, I'd leave it. I'd leave it on Haaland. If you want to take the risk, do, Josh. But it's just Watkins has been ticking along nicely, but he doesn't get 2 returns. He only gets the 1 return. And then when you compare that to Haaland could get 2 or 3 easily. That's why, if you've got a feeling about Watkins, go for it. If not, I'd stick with Haaland. Is it safe to go without Haaland or BP music? It never is. No, never is safe. I just did it for the Watkins 2 weeks ago because Haaland had the blank, and I just got lucky that he got injured then as well. So I'm just glad to have him back in the team, because he's like Salah last year. It's not enjoyable playing FPL when you don't have Haaland. if you have to destroy your team or BP to get rid of him or to get him in, I wouldn't. But I just wouldn't be confident of not having him in the team this week. Start March or Mac? Probably Mac because he's on penalties there. Adam Barry, good man Adam. Brian, bookies odds have Brighton favourites against Spurs this week. I believe it, to be honest, after their draw against Everton, so I'm not really surprised by that. Just going to have a quick look on Twitter now, see is there any news or anything. Yeah, everyone is going to Haaland captain anyway by the looks of it. Not seeing any news yet. Madison Central. Could be a slight chance of whoever who was asking about Ricardo Pereira. There's a chance he could be playing right wing. I don't know how true that is. Whoever had Ricardo Pereira, who was asking earlier, probably do play him in case he does play right wing. Yeah, someone was asking me earlier, should they get rid of him for -4? So by the sounds of that, he could be starting right wing. So no harm to take the chance and do play him. Yeah, everyone is it was even trending on Twitter yesterday. Tony to Haaland. So that's how popular FPL has been. That it went trending on Twitter. Start Mings over Trippier, Paul Carroll. No, I'd start Trippier for sure. If you can start Mings as well, do, but start Trippier, definitely start Trippier. Joseph, Haaland plus Grealish for Bowen and Tony, is it good? I think so. You got unlucky, to be fair, Joseph, with the Bowen punt last week. He did get his assist anyway. He at least he returned over Madison anyway, but and he did hit the bar in the first game, so we've been unlucky, to be fair. Yeah, we'll see. Haaland plus Grealish. Yeah. If you had Saka and Martinelli, who would you start? Probably Saka. He's on penalties, and that's what I'd go towards. Done Iheanacho and White out for Haaland and Emerson. Captain Haaland. Not mad on the Emerson pick, Michael, but fair enough. Hopefully he gets the start anyway. Yeah, hopefully he does something anyway. Right, 2 minutes to go, lads. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. Have a quick scroll through Twitter. Any other questions, do send them in. And short enough stream today. We were a bit late coming back from town, so just a 40 minutes or so stream. But yeah, really hoping Haaland gets the start today. -4, Michael. Yeah, no, fair. Yeah, we're locked in on that. If you are enjoying the stream, lads, if you are liking the content, please do hit that like button, and yeah, please do subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we'll be close to 3,100 subs after this stream. So if you are enjoying it, please do. Oh, just see we just hit it there, so very much appreciated. Fair play to you. Grealish or Mahrez Q4 would probably go. That's tough, man, because I'd like to see for this week maybe Grealish, because Mahrez is going to play the Champions League game for sure. But then for the Leicester game, I just want to see how they line up midweek before who will decide on what I'm getting next week. But yeah, I think Mahrez could easily be dropped this week because he always plays the Champions League games anyhow. So maybe do start Grealish or get Grealish in. But yeah, that's what I'll be saying there. Right, minute to go. Any other questions, lads? Even if it's not FPL based, throw them in. Mike, what was your question? No, I did. I said start Saka. I don't know if you missed that. Start Saka, Mike. Start Saka. Do that. You must have missed that because I did answer it. Michael, was I right to take a -4? Yes, but I wouldn't have been mad on going Emerson in. Iheanacho and White out, definitely. I wouldn't be mad on Emerson, but hopefully he does start for you, and then yeah, hopefully he does get you something. Hopefully you got to see that Mike before, but I did say start Saka, just because he's on penalties. Yeah, Michael, anyway, you were right to take the -4. Hopefully Emerson does get the start, I was saying. But yeah, right, there's the deadline. So, lads, if anyone else is watching and you haven't liked the stream, please do hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, what have we 9 game weeks to go. Big push on now for the funds on the bench. Fair enough, Michael. Big push on now for the last 8-9 game weeks. Hopefully we'll be getting close to the top 50k this week, and then top 10k then, close enough to end the season. It's gonna be a big push on, but free hit left. Free hit the plan for in 32. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get close to it. If you are on Instagram, lads, FPL Air on Instagram as well. And then if you're on Twitter then as well, FPL Air there too. Yeah, Mike, I'm glad you've seen that. Good man, fair play to you. Yeah, I think, do we leave it there? So lads, if there's no more questions, we'll leave it at that. I'll give you another minute or two if anyone wants to send one in, and if not, then we'll just end the stream. Yeah, really hoping Madison does get something. But 3 o'clock games, a lot of involvement in the 3 o'clock game, so really hoping we get some returns. But yeah, right lads, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in on this Saturday morning. Hopefully Rashford starts the game week off with a bang, and yeah, Hallen captain tonight is going to run right hopefully. But yeah, we'll leave it there. See you during the week, lads. Best of luck for the game week.